Welcome. It's a new welcome. I'm in Jerusalem in a special valley, and soon we will talk about why it's so important. But the reason I'm here today is because a few days ago they opened the longest suspension bridge in Israel, and we are going to cross it together for the first time. Then it's over that beautiful valley. Look how green it is. This is August now. It's so hot in Israel and it's so green. And down there are food trucks, and there's every evening there are lots of bars, lots of good food, chef food. Lovely idea to visit here in summertime. Above us you can see that they are renovating a building that was an eye hospital that was built by the British. And why eye hospital? Why not general hospital? Because if you will continue with that valley, and I didn't mention his name, you will reach city of David and the pool of Siloam. And that, remember what's happened there? Anyway, you can say King Jesus. Jesus cured a blind man. Then in that case, there's a big connection to and to that miracle and to that hospital. And there are a few hospitals like that in the city. Today it's a 5-star hotel, but they are renovating, adding more into it, and it's closed for now. You can see above us St. Andrew Church. Behind me, you cannot see it, it's the wall of the city and Mount Zion. Then why are we here? Yeah, because of the bridge, you're right. But it's called the Valley of Hinnom. And in another word, Gehenna, Gehinnom, Hell Valley. And hell doesn't look so bad, isn't it? Food trucks, green area, beautiful trees. But it's hell. If heaven is so close to Jerusalem, there is a huge connection between heaven to Jerusalem, that hell is here as well. Then in that way, it's called Gehinnom, but the Hebrew word Gehinnom, if you do that quickly, if you say Gehinnom, Gehinnom, hell, Gehenna, then in that way, the Valley of Hinnom is mentioned in the Hebrew Bible as part of the border between the tribes of Judea and Benjamin. If you go to the book of Joshua 15:8, and during the late first temple period, it was the site of the Tophet. Tophet, it's a Hebrew word, but Tophet is another word of hell. Then in that case, where some of the kings of Judea, listen carefully, some of the kings of Judea had sacrificed their children by fire, according to the book of Jeremiah 7:31. And it sounds familiar to us, is it? What about Abraham, my father? I'm Isaac in a way. What he did? He did it in Jerusalem and Mount Moriah. Then in that case, it wasn't so unique. Therefore, it was cursed by the biblical prophet Jeremiah 19:2-6. And in later Jewish rabbinic literature, Gehinnom became associated with the divine punishment in Jewish Apocalypticism. Then in that case, it is different from more natural terms, Sheol, another word for hell, and abode of the dead. The King James Version in the Bible translates both with Anglo-Saxon word Hell Valley. And there are so many people who are buried there. And on the way you will see a lot of Jewish tombs, mainly because it's outside the walls and people are being buried outside the wall. But one of them was very famous. Judas is buried here too. Today there's a Greek Orthodox monk monastery there. Gihanna, remember Gihanna? Hanan, he is the Hanan. He's one Jesus actually went to him after King Herod and the high priest, then in that case, his burial site is not so far away from here. And if you will continue, you will reach it, the city of David. Then Gai ben Hinnom, or Hell, or Tophet, Sheol, whatever you want, it's actually part of here. We love to talk about the book of Isaiah. But even that book, it doesn't mention the word Gehenna, but he called it the burning place, 30:33, in which the Assyrian army is to be destroyed. And maybe read Tophet, again another word for hell. Tophet, it's a place with fire, and people are burning down there. And the final verse of Isaiah, which concerned of those that have rebelled against God, Isaiah 66:24. In the region of Josiah, a call comes from Jeremiah to destroy the shrine in the Tophet. Shrine in the Tophet. We are talking about, there's only one option here, the Jewish temple, and now we hear that there are a lot of people who worship other people, other gods, other options. Oh, that's not good. Then in that case, if you read Jeremiah 7:31, 32, and 32:35, it is recorded that he destroyed the shrine of Molech on the Tophet. Tophet, we already know that it's hell, to prevent anyone sacrificing children here. 2 Kings 23:10. Despite Josiah ending of the practice, Jeremiah also including the prophecy that Jerusalem itself will be made like Gehenna and Tophet, 19:2-6, 19:11-14. This is amazing, but what about the Christians? Is that the Valley of Hinnom, the Valley of Hell, is mentioned in the New Testament? Yes, it is. I will start walking soon. The only reason I'm actually sitting here is because of the shade. Then don't worry, we will actually go to the bridge, and it's it's for free. Everyone can do it. It doesn't cost money. It's perfect for the families, and even the farm that you will see soon is for free. Then don't miss it as well. In the King James Version of the Bible, the term appears 13 times. I'm talking about the Hinnom, in 11 different versions, as a Valley of Hinnom, Valley of Son of Hinnom, Valley of the Children of Hinnom. In the Synoptic Gospels, the verses always described Jesus, who was a Jewish, as using the word Gehenna to describe the opposite of the life of kingdom. Mark 9:43-48. The term is used 11 times in these writings. Then let's actually read some of them. Let's go to Matthew, because in Matthew it's actually appeared so many times. But I love that. Matthew 5:30. Better for you that one of the parts of your body perish than for your whole body to go into Gehenna. And in Matthew 10:28, rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in Gehenna. And let's go to Mark 9:43. It is better for you to enter life crippled and having your two hands to go into Gehenna, into unquenchable fire. Do you want something from Luke? Luke 12:5. Fear the one who, after he has killed, has authority to cast into Gihanna. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Then now we know a little bit of that place, and you see how it looks like. Let's go and visit it. I know that I want to be at the kind of the bridge, but But who knows where that tour will end. Then let me just organize myself. I'll drink a little bit and I'll protect me from the sun, and we will continue. Then in that case, remember Judas was here. He built Hakeldama here, the fields of blood. And then that place was cursed. No one actually wants to live here. Then it's used as a cemetery. Even the Crusader built a beautiful cemetery here. In one of my videos, you could actually see it. And until today, as you can see, it's green. They're a little taking care of it. I must say that it can be cleaner. And every night in summertime, you can actually come to here to enjoy a little bit of nice food, good music. It's it's mainly young and trendy. And soon you will see the bridge itself. Let me remind you that I'm going to do that for the first time with you. I'm not afraid of fears, but I didn't say that I will be able to do that. I'm gonna be fearless. Let's do that. They call it food and party. And let me see if I can continue from here. Probably yes. I can see that you can reach the place with a car, but I prefer to walk because of my doctor order. Food and Party 2023. To your right side, it's a Youth Music Center of Jerusalem. I can see a lot of people going to the bridge from the other side, and here it looks like it's ending. No, I will survive. Let me see. Yeah, it was better to do that from the other side, but because I cannot cross it, I will walk through here and I will die for you. You can see the 202 meters of bridge, and we have to climb up a little bit. It's so sad because Mount Zion is right there, and I wish that there would be a way straight up instead of making a run tour. But the view is beautiful. If people are doing it, I'm going to do that too. Remember to just open it. And I think it's something spooky. Beneath us is the farm, and it's a beautiful place to visit. And we're going to do that, or we're going to try to do that as well. And mainly because it's all about biblical plants like carob, olives, vineyards, and so on and so on. And look at the waterfall there. Then it's worth visiting. We are going to do that. First, let's climb that place. All right, I can save you that moment. And in less than 3, 2, 1, you will see me right there. Then we made a round tour. He told me that if I go through there, it's not an easy walk up, but you can do that. Then let's do that. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. at all. It's a little bit moving. See a lot of religious children, mainly because mainly because it's a children vacation. That what we can see from here. First of all, this is hell, and hell looks good. And this is the farm that I was talking about. It's a beautiful place to study about the biblical plants, and it's an amazing activity for children. And what we can see from that side, it's a little bit of vineyard, and gosh, I'm not afraid at all. I'm scary. Vineyard and olive trees, and this is, in a way, the palace of the women of King Solomon. Remember, he had 1,000 women. Not all of them are Jewish. I don't know if you can see, most of them weren't. Far away, I don't know if you can see, it's the mountains of Moab, which is Jordan over today. And I can see now I can see the roads. That goes all the way to Mount Zion, and I'm going to do that because I want to know how. I know exactly where it's going to reach, and I'm going to do this later on. And those are cemeteries. That one is of Oscar Schindler from Schindler List. It's a Catholic cemetery. Mount Zion. It's a place of the room, the Last Supper, the tomb of King David, the house of the high priest is here, Caiaphas, and Gihanna is right there. Another thing that you can see from here, a little bit afraid, but I will do it. I'm brave. Right there, it's the entrance to the monastery, Greek Orthodox monastery that no, not afraid at all. That Judas is buried, and to the right of it, it's the Crusader cemetery of people who came to visit Jerusalem but died here, and I'm going to visit it later on. This is me trying to enjoy that fear. If you are afraid of those kind of things, I'm not sure that it's good for you. I'm so afraid, but I'm actually doing it mainly because I'm afraid, and I'm doing it for you. And there's a lot to see here. Then I think it's a nice idea. It doesn't take a lot of time to reach there, but scary. You can see part of the farm. Oh, it's a lot of deer here. Oh, donkeys! And my donkeys as well. So many plants here. It's worth visiting, especially if you are a family together with it. I can take a picture, then you can actually see already Mount of Olives. We will talk about it soon because you can see it from a better place. Those 202 meters, like 600 feet, looks very long. like that, you can see even better. And we can see already the Ascension Church on top of Mount of Olives. Yeah, the view is beautiful. You're so right. The view is beautiful. She is so right.
Come again in the winter.
Yeah, it's better, he said. Come again in the winter, she said. Yeah, she is right. She is right. But you know what? It's breezy here. It's August. It's the hottest time of the year, but it's so okay. I'm really enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Wow, we did it. I'm alive again. If you will turn right, you will be able to go to the farm, but you can see, all right, let's start with that. City of David is down the valley. You can see that the Hinnom, the Gehenna, Hell Valley goes until there, and then there's another valley. This is the Kidron Valley. They divided Mount of Olives and Jerusalem. Then you can see the Jewish cemetery. That's the white building. Above it is the Ascension Church, and the Shining Dome. I don't know if you can see the Shining Dome. Shining Dome is Garden of Gethsemane. Sorry, is above Garden of Gethsemane. It's a Russian church. Beneath it is Garden of Gethsemane. And not so far away from here at Mount Zion, you can see a few things. You can see a tower and kind of a pyramid top dome. This is the Dormition Church, the House of Mary. That's where she fell asleep / died. Next to it is the room of the Last Supper. That for me is more important than almost every Christian site here, because it's the first church ever and the center of Christianity. And at the slopes you can find a little bit of tombs from cemeteries not so far away. And I didn't take a picture of I don't remember that I took a picture of the bridge, mainly because I was in a different place. The hospital, which is now going to be an hotel, and the west part of the city, the white brown building is King David Hotel. The tower to the left of it is at YMCA, and I don't know if you can see, there's even a windmill. This is one of the first neighborhoods, Jewish neighborhoods outside the wall from 1870 and up. No, I don't know how long it took me, but he said 206 meters. In every place is 202. Then something happened yesterday night. I'm not going to the farm if it's okay by you. Let's go to see the Crusader tombs. There's a special system of buried people, and the monastery of the tomb of Judas is closed. They won't let me in because I need to be a Greek Orthodox, and anyhow it's mostly closed. Then you will see the area of it, Hakeldama, the field of blood, remember the 30 coins. And look how beautiful you can see Mount of Olives now from here. Last time that I did it, it was in COVID time. I don't know if you remember me and Tal but I had lousy camera, and I didn't reach. I think I reached Crusader, but then no more battery. Then hope that I will have a little bit more of battery. I think I know where I'm going, where I'm heading, but if not, we will see it together. All right, we reached it. It wasn't so easy. I have to go all the way from there. You can see the bridge to here, and you can see part of it. They used to throw the bodies into that hole. That's how the Crusader used to bury the dead who came to visit Israel, and those are the ones that the hospitals couldn't cure them. Then, according to the story, the minute the body touched the ground, it went all the way up to heaven. Then the body disappeared just like that. Then soon I will show you the hole itself. Alright, the body used to be thrown from here. A little bit scary, isn't it? The bridge wasn't the only scary thing. I was supposed to work today, but I decided not to because I knew that they opened it and I need to be the first one. That's where they threw the bodies from those holes. The minute you touch the holy ground, you know what's happened. Although we won't be able to enter, this is the monastery, the Greek Orthodox monastery, and from here you can see even the Tophet, which is the symbol of it. And somewhere there is the tomb of Judas. That's the valley. The Gehenna Valley goes all the way there, but that's the junction. And from there, we can go to the old city through City of David. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through there to the Siloam pool to see what's happening there, because they are excavating here. You can see a little bit the dome of the rock. This is the site of the Jewish temple, the first and the second one, and today it's a place that, according to the Muslims, Muhammad ascended into heaven and met God himself. The walls that you see around it is the walls originally from the time of King Herod, but not only from his time. The lower part is from his time. Now, crazy what I'm doing here. I can fall. Then, your job is to subscribe my channel. Your job is to send that video to everyone who's going to visit Jerusalem, or everyone who loves new things from Jerusalem. And if you want to support my channel, be my guest. At the description you will find Buy Me Coffee channel, and you can find PayPal. You can do that through those two options. And let me just visit the lower part of it. And remember, we are still walking here in Gehenna, in hell. Oh gosh, I'm so happy that I brought 2 bottles of water. Oops! If I remember correctly, and I think I remember correctly, there are 2 tombs from Second Temple time as well here, Jewish tombs. Let me take you there, but I have to walk through there. All right. We are not going to fall. We are going to be safe. We're going to be safe, and we are safe. let's go to the other side. Because I'm not guiding, I brought shorts. And thorns with shorts is not a good idea because who planned to be here? I was sure that I will be here only at at the suspension bridge, but you know me and you know me. I know what I'm going to start with. I don't know what I'm going to end with. And next to it are Jewish tombs from 2nd century. Remember, the Jews are buried their dead outside the city, and this is outside the city. But let me take another picture. Look at the tree of the Crusader. Then, no one really maintained it. Then you can see that people are doing whatever they want here. But let's enter to one of the caves. Then let me start with that. This is a rich man tomb. Why? Because poor Jews were buried in the ground. This is a rock-cut cave. And look at the niches. Not all of the niches actually survive. You can see that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And yeah, no, Zahi, don't do that. Zahi, don't be crazy. I'm just like a fly. Must see everything. Then there's a niche here. I'm sure that there were more niches. I can see one there and one there. And let's sit a little bit here and talk about what we are looking at. That rich Jews like Joseph of Arimathea had their own private tombs, a family tomb. A Jew, when he died, is buried the same day, and that's what happened to Jesus as well. And they purified his body. Somewhere here there was supposed to be a table, a whipping table, or purifying stone or whatever, to purify the body. They put a shroud around him and straight into those niches. It's in Hebrew, it's called kuchim. Kuchim, I know it's a difficult word, the niches is okay. And they used to close it. Let's say that, as I believe there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Let's say 15 niches. But what will happen to the 16th body? There's no more space. Then they will open the oldest tomb, they will take the bones out, they will put it in a small box by the name ossuary, and they'll put it in the storeroom. Then they will bury someone else instead of it. That's why when you are reading the Bible about Jesus, you know that Joseph of Arimathea gave Jesus his own tomb that no one used before. Now we can understand it. No one used it before. And there are more. What is missing here, if you ask me, it might be the entrance to the cave. The rolling stone is missing here. And there are endless tombs like that. See the niches, it was a cave. Not a lot of the cave remained, but you can see that it was carried a monolith. Here another tomb, a family tomb. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 niches. And another one is here. I think you got the mission. Yeah. The question is, how should I walk down the valley? It's a tricky question. I'm not sure that I have the answer for it, but let's go through the walls of Judas. I'm sure that there is a path, and if not, we won't do that. We will do it in a different time, because I really wanted to see what's happening at the Siloam pool. They're excavating it now. Yes, I'm crazy, I know, but I love it, and I'm happy to do it for you. Short trousers was a huge mistake. Then this is Hakeldama. This is it. Well, I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, but I'm not going to take a video of it because if I'll fall, I don't want you to see it. Alright, I know that I'm crazy, but I'm not going to do that. It's too steep. I'm gonna climb all the way up and find another way, maybe from there, that I will be able to walk all the way down. But you can see the junction between, this is the end of Gehinnom and the beginning of, part of Kidron. Kidron goes all the way to the Dead Sea. And if you saw Marsaba video, it's actually reached there. I'm alive. I'm still alive. I'm not breathing, but I'm alive. I found a way to go all the way down. You see the cliff. The only way was to jump, and I didn't want to die in hell. I not deserve it. Well, not now. Can you understand that everything that I'm doing now, I have to climb everything up if I want to go home? But I will find a solution. God will be with me. Look at the olive trees here. Beautiful olive trees. Look how beautiful it is. Suspension bridge here, 204 meters over the Gehenna, over. I'm trying not to go through the road. Oh, look at the sunflower. Then if it will go through there, I'm sure that we will reach the entrance of the monastery. But look how beautiful it is. I'm not going to Hanan tomb because it was a private place. Last time we sneaked in, we got a permit afterward. But Tal is braver than me. I am less. Down the valley of hell, Gehinnom. In that case, Judea, Benjamin tribes, and more caves, more burial sites. There are hundreds like that, even more in the whole city. Yeah, I saw that bus from the cliff. I was there. I'm so happy that I didn't risk my life. And yes, if you want me to guide you, of course I can. Oops. That is the entrance to the fortress. And from here Somewhere there it's the high priest's house, because from the high priest's house you can see that monastery here. Now I have no other choice but to walk next to the road. Let's go to the other side. See the monastery. Hakaldama. Hakaldama. There's so many ways to say it, but I'm saying it in the Aramaic way. Hakal. Fill, Dhamma, blood, Dam in Hebrew, Dhamma in Aramaic. See that there are so many tombs around the monastery as well. And the tombs of Hanan from the family of Kaifa is right behind the tree. Yeah, of course. Very easy to see, there are so many trees here. If you go to the video of 3 or 4 years ago, you will be able to see it. But you can see Siloam, it's that Arabic village that was built on ancient tombs as well, some of them from the time of King David. City of David is to the left, and then that's where we're going, because we are entering now to the Kidron Valley. Oops. Well, it's a little bit open, then let's see what's happening there. See the terraces, the ancient way of agriculture, because it's sloped. As a slope, then you need a flat place, then terraces could help it. Beautiful. Last time I've been here, I didn't see it. Then let's see what we can see from here. That's to Siloam, but I'm going to later on to City of David, the end of it, to the Siloam pool. No, nothing special here. And Hanan, you see the fence? Just behind the fence. But next time. It's already, I don't know, 44 minutes. It's a long video. It's in the middle of the summer. It is hot. My doctor will be happy because I'm walking a lot today. A little bit of climb. To buy a fan can be a very good idea. few hundred meters and you will reach the ceiling pool. Should we skip it? Yeah, let's skip it. This is the ceiling pool, and you can see the excavation. I'm sweating as hell. It's August 2023. I cannot enter through there, but you can see it a little bit from here. Sadly, we didn't find a lot of the evidence that we expected to see. We expected to see more of it, but we will enter through the city of David to show you a little bit more of it. You can see the sign of it. This is the end of City of David, but you know, I came from the other side, Pool of Siloam. And let me tell him that I'm a tour guide. We are here. Then let me take my eye. Well, you can see how beautiful it is. Until, let's say, a year of now, you can see where the people are walking. That's what you saw. This is totally new. They're actually rich. Looks like they reached bedrock. And and you can see a little bit of it. That's the wall that I will show you soon. And that's the pool. It was kind of a 50 meters. And we are some here. Then what you're going to see is that part. And that is what they are excavating now. Let me show it to you. What we found in 2004 is until here. This is totally new. They are excavating here for, let's say, for the last half a year, and you can see what they found here. They are excavating insulas, like round square places. Then maybe we reach, you can see that this is part of the wide road, and this is another part of it. But you can see the wall that I told you that you saw at the painting there. It's okay by you? First, let me sit and drink water, because I'm actually walking more than 48 minutes without water. Then thank you very much for that video. I hope that you will subscribe my YouTube channel and be part of my family. If you have some questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Bye bye.